Hello everyone and welcome to episode 11 of Saguaro Valley. In today's episode I will be building a Scottsdale Fashion Square as suggested by commenter Jedi Master, even though he kind of misspelled it in his comment, but I got the idea, and I actually really like this suggestion because Scottsdale Fashion Square is a pretty unique mall here in Phoenix, well I guess in Scottsdale. It's basically this high-end shopping center where people basically buy like expensive clothing or something. I actually have never really been there personally, but from a lot of the research that I've done, there's basically a lot of high-end stores here, like Nordstrom and stuff like that. So it was a very unique build to create here in City Skylines, honestly, because of the overpasses that are over the roads here, which were quite a pain to try and recreate, but I think I pulled it off in the end. So yeah, without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy today's episode. So what you see me building right now is basically this small utilities or maintenance depot. I'm actually not really sure what it is, but here on Google Earth there's basically this small little section of the mall where I guess they store a bunch of maintenance vehicles and stuff, and it basically breaks up the whole prestige look of the entire complex by having all of these industrial looking not buildings, but like I guess vehicles and stuff like that. And I really like how this turned out looking, because as I just said, it really breaks up the whole basically just having a bunch of but big box stores just crammed together. It gives it a little bit of life, I guess, and a little sense of realism, because every place like this has its grudgier looking sides where they do all the deliveries, as I decided to incorporate this little delivery drop-off zone, I guess. But it doesn't have that in the real build, or in the real mall, but it's something I decided to add, which I think turned out really good. So what you see me working on right now is a small apartment complex that's just across the street from the Scottsdale Fashion Square. Not in real life, but in my build. I think in real life, I think there's like this small office complex where this is, but I kind of just wanted to build some nice apartments here. It's nothing too crazy. It's literally just a bunch of parking lot roads, the two apartment complexes, and just a bunch of bushes and stuff. But I mean, it looks nice in the end. It's just a small little build that really fills in the area quite nice. I didn't like the fact that it was just like the mall by itself, so I wanted to add a little bit of surrounding areas just to give the whole mall some life, I guess. But I'm going to comment on something that I don't think I show in the actual episode, but during the beginning of the video, when you guys saw me placing the bare bones of the mall itself, there was this entrance area. I actually don't know how to describe it, but one of the overpass areas, I guess I'll show it on screen right now in the actual Scottsdale Fashion Square, but I ended up redoing that in the build because just as I was finishing this video, I saw on the Steam Workshop that these water towers meant for this rail yard or something, it came out on Steam, and the user is Revo, I think. Yeah, it's Revo. And they look just absolutely perfect for these little towers that are alongside these parking garages here in the Scottsdale Fashion Square. They just look so similar, so I don't even like how that bit ended up looking when I originally built it, so I'm really glad that I was able to redo that and make it look that much better. and now you can see me working on this Macy's parking lot, and basically the surrounding parking lots around the Fashion Square Mall. And honestly, I was debating whether or not to actually place down the parking spots, because surprisingly enough, a lot of the parking spaces or parking lots in the actual mall they're relatively empty, and I want to say that's due to the fact that the mall itself just has a large amount of like actual parking garages, and I'm assuming that's where most people park, because as you can see here on screen, like these parking lots are practically empty. And I even went on Street View just to make sure if it's not just Google Earth deleting cars again like they usually do. And yeah, they're really just a bunch of empty parking lots, as well as these just empty vacant lots where I suppose that there used to be parking spaces here. I don't know why the mall decided to just gut these completely and just have these large patches of dirt. And I tried to recreate this. I don't know if I show it on later in the video, but if I do, I'll point it out. But yeah, basically there's a lot of empty parking here. I want to say like half of the parking lots here in the mall are empty, just looking off of Google Earth. So yeah, onto the build itself. I wanted to add some character to this just by adding a bunch of cracks and stuff to make the lot look abandoned. Maybe give it more of a reason that it's empty, because I don't know, maybe the mall just discontinued this parking lot due to the addition of new parking garages, and they just left the parking spaces here to decay and just crumble. So yeah, I really like this marble texture that I ended up finding in my Steam subscriptions, I guess. This is honestly one of the first times that I've played with decals like this in City Skylines. I know that they're a thing, and I've used them before in the past, but I don't know why, but I just never really actually used them like this. Something about them. I guess I'm just afraid of like prop counts and lag in the city, and also like when you zoom out, like a lot of props and stuff tend to like disappear from the distance. But surprisingly enough, decals like don't disappear as easily as props do. So I'm glad that I was able to make that work. Oh, right here, you can see me working on this just empty patch of missing parking space, I guess, which is my attempt to recreate just that little detail from the actual mall itself in real life. But so yeah, you can see me finishing off this build here, just basically spamming a bunch of bushes and stuff, making it all look pretty. But yeah, that is the end of the episode, so I hope you all enjoyed. If you really liked it, please leave a like and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next one where we build the airport.